Okay, all right. Okay, g'day everyone. Welcome to Xrissart. My name is Chrissy. Oh, just hang on a sec, just one moment. Okay, all right, wonderful. I think I've got sound now, so who knows? Yeah, okay, wonderful. Okay, what I might do is just maybe wait a moment, I suppose. Oh, g'day Dee, hello. I finally figured it out. Okay, I'm so sorry I had some technical difficulties. I've found them all out and I fixed it all up. But thank you for joining, so that's wonderful. And Janice will be moderating the stream today, so she's been very helpful in helping me get back on track. And wanted to talk about the project that I'm doing at the moment. For those who don't know, this is a project which I have started a while back, and I just need to finish a few things before I can start another one. This is Pastelmat board, anthracite. It's about 50 centimeters by about 40 centimeters. And and of course I'm using PanPastels. I'm using my little brushes, and I've got by my side I have got pastel pencils. So just if you know that I'll be reaching for those. I've got glassine paper. I've got my paper towel. I've also got my little palette here. And I should just get going. Now, this area here requires quite a bit of detail, but before I do that, I'm actually I want to do the windowsill. Now, this has been a bit painful for me. I attacked this the wrong way, so I'm going to have to problem solve. D, yeah, tech can be so fun to deal with. Good job getting it solved. Oh, yes. All right, so what I'll do is I'll put my glassine paper just here, and my my little bit of paper here, my water, maybe my my little pastel palette. I want you to also be able to see. And do I need my glassine paper? No, I'm fine here. So the colors that I've got here on the side, that's what I wanted to use for the windowsill, is the neutral grey. So what I'll do is I'll just press record as well. So we've got that on record. Hopefully I've got some. Okay, and in this situation, unfortunately, to keep a straight line, which is really painful for me to do this, and you'll probably have to sit and watch me do it, which is even more painful, I think, is I'm just going to put my glassine here paper. And it's really interesting that I can actually put my hand on it. I can do so many things with this glassine, and it's not going to affect my drawing down. So for the purposes of this, I've got this small ruler, and I want some sharp edges. So I'm going to pretty much do that. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use neutral grey with bristle brushes. Now, I could use pastel pencils, and it might be a better idea to do that, but yeah, here we go. All right. Hang on, where did that? This is the one that I want. And this is the neutral grey extra dark with my bristle brush. I might even stream again tomorrow. Chandri, hello. Your nails look so... Oh, Janice's nails look so... Thank you, Janice. Hello. Yay, I finally got it, Chandri. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I might just stream again tomorrow. Oh, Jolene. Oh, hello. Oh, Jelena, hello. It works. Yes, thank you for popping by. Thank you for being so patient. Yeah. Oh, Cece. Hello, Cece. It's nice to see you here, my dear. What have you been up to? Are you still traveling? Wow. Oh, so nice of for you all to come back. I figured it out. Yeah, Windows did an update, and it just threw all my little controls out. Now, how dare it happen like that? But yes, there we go. Let's see. Kathy, hello. How are you going? Actually, I might not need that. Let me see. Maybe I might have a steady hand after all. Okay. I'm going to put this underneath. There we go. Yeah. Yes. So, yeah, this project. So, I've got quite a lot of projects lined up. And when I say a lot of projects, I really do mean quite a lot. I've got to do quite a few mashups, which I've designed. And I'm said to myself, I'm not going to do any until I finish these ones which are extremely outstanding. So, yeah, using my brush, bristle brush. Yeah. And of course, this is anthracite, and this color, neutral grey extra dark, is really, really close to that. And I might even zoom in if I can. Maybe let me just zoom in. Whoa, that was quick. Sorry. Yeah, just zoom in a little bit more. Yes. So. Hope everyone's week has been going really well. Okay, yeah, currently I'm off. Okay, wonderful, Cece, that's great. In Missouri, exploring the chess wheel. Oh, are you into it like your brother? I'm sure he's dragged you into it like he would have dragged all of us into it. I mean, I enjoy playing chess anyway, but I'm not good at it, but I like it. Jolene says, how are you getting on with your cards? Funny you should say that. Funny you should say that. I have been, it's still going. I've actually, okay, it is going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to because there are people that haven't seen that project, and I'm going to reintroduce the characters and talk about it. I'm hoping to get it done this year. So it is on track. It is now on track. So I will be particularly for example, doing a few little videos talking about the characters and doing some remastering of videos or reposting. So, and not in a spammy way, but yes, it is going. It is definitely going. And I've been talking to printers to print my cards, and I'll be hopefully setting up a Kickstarter. So I'm gonna, yes, it's a bit difficult too when you've got a full-time job, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. It is no excuse. I have been sidetracked, so but yes, it is definitely coming. This is the windows of opportunity. Yes, it is, CCC. This is how far back this project goes, if you can remember it. Yeah, it was around, could have been around Christmas time, who knows, or maybe a 12-hour stream, I think it was a while back. And that's how long it's been sitting on my shelf. Or sorry, not on my shelf, on my easel. So, you know what? Yeah. Hang on, let me just get further down there. Okay, and I just want to zoom in. That might be better for you, I think, if you can see close up. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, yes, no. So I will be talking about it. Oh, hang on. Let me just bring in this so you can see what pan I'm getting. How about that? How about if I do that? That way you can see. There we go. Yes. Yeah, so I definitely, because I want to finish that project. I want to finish that project in a big way. It's been hanging around, and it's it's a proud thing for me if I can get it all done. Yes, because I've learnt a lot, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot more with that, because when you do a project like that, it's the art. The artwork is the easy part. The marketing and how to set it up is the difficult part. Yes, so. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear, it's been raining a lot here, but I don't know if you can hear the droplets of rain on the roof. So if you hear that, that's what it is. Okay, you're not alone, Chrissy. I have projects sitting around waiting for me to finish, but then I start a new one. Well, that's it, and that's what's been happening. So I can't start anything new until I finish this. So I wonder, would you be up for it if I stream tomorrow? And I'll continue with this project. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. It's on the edge. Okay. All right. Yeah, always have unfinished art. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, using neutral grey. And it's so close to the anthracite, it's not funny. So you can't even see that I'm doing anything on here whatsoever. Well, and of course, how are the seasons going up there, up on the Northern Hemisphere? Is it getting warmer up there for you guys? What's going on? Because all it seems to be doing is raining here. Okay, so my hand is always, it's a bit shaky, so I'm going to, with my fine brush, actually, this is quite nice. I think if I use the pencil, I think it would be more shaky than it is with the brush. So, yeah. All right. Okay, you can't see there. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just see. Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting how, like, we're sort of mid-March here, and how quick has this year gone by, flown by since New Year. Honestly, is it my imagination? All right. Okay, D. Sunny today, but it is predicted to rain all next week. Bugger. D, are you? Whereabouts are you? What country are you in? Yeah. Okay, so this is Pastelmat board, and some people have asked me what the difference between Pastelmat paper and Pastelmat board is. Now, the application is, you're still going to get layers. It still reacts or acts like Pastelmat paper, but it is just, obviously because the board is harder, granted, but it is slightly different. And I feel like it's slightly tighter. You know what I mean? Slightly even tighter than the paper. If I could somehow describe it that way, it just feels tighter. Has anyone here used the Pastelmat board? And what are your impressions of it? Okay, Argelina says, in the UK it's about 10 degrees. Okay, but it keeps raining. But then again, it's UK. Yes, yeah, well, okay, well, we won't talk about that. Well, at least you've got luscious, you know, fields and, you know, in the country and stuff like that, if it keeps on raining, I suppose. Here in Australia, it's quite dry when it doesn't rain. It's just, it's really bad for the farmers. And of course, the wrong places get the rain. That's the unusual part about it. Okay, so, and yeah, so I'm applying lots of layers, and it will take a ton of layers. And I think it would even behave even better with wet media. I mean, I've used wet media on Pastelmat paper, but the board being so much more rigid and, what's the word? There's a word that I want to use. Just a sturdier, you could probably get away with putting a whole heap of media and it won't even buckle. Okay, does the board hold pastel, more pastel than the cut? I think it's about the same. If not the board, probably even more so. Even more so, I would say. Yeah, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate that my supplier, oh my god, it sounds like a drug deal, doesn't it? But my supplier is just a hop, skip and a jump, so I can actually duck in and you know, duck in and get some board. So I'm actually quite lucky. All right. Okay. Let me just also work on. Yeah. Okay, we'll get to it at least in the 50s. Oh, okay. Think it's about the same in the UK. Oh, so you're from the UK, Dee? No? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Sorry. You're. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I just saw that now. Wisconsin. Okay. All right. What I might do is I might also stream tomorrow. So I'll only spend about an hour today. Let me see. Sorry, about another half an hour today. But would you be up if I would you be up for it if I streamed again tomorrow? That's my question. Yeah. Pastelmat is is a drug for you. Yes, it is. Give me more. Can you believe they do not offer the boards in Canada? Oh yes, Janice, that's right. Okay, Jelena says, Chrissy, do the soft tools wear down less on the board? The same. It's the same. The same. Yeah, definitely the same. Yes. And Angie, hello. So hard to find board in Canada, and yes, to the stream tomorrow. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to put a post, and I'm going to stream tomorrow about the same, maybe just around about the same time. So if you're about, you know, now seeing as that I've had all of this trouble today, and I don't feel like I've stream the way I normally do, I'm going to stream again tomorrow. Yeah. But again, the brushes work beautifully on here. I love the brushes on this. Almost must sound like a just a broken record. That's what I must be sounding like. Lots and lots of layers. Yep. And you know, the brushes, like if people are not sure about what kind of brush I'm using, this is an 1/8 of an inch Neve Taklon angular shader, and the bristles were a lot longer, and I just trimmed them with a nail clipper. I found that the nail clipper is probably the best way because it just snaps it, or it trimmed it really, really well. So yeah. Yeah. Yes. So yes, and I'm going to be putting some, Jelena, you were mentioning about the cards again. I'm actually going to be putting some posts on Facebook for those who are not connected and would like to be, because we continue the conversation from the streams. Is Facebook is the group is Share Your Art with Xrissart, where we continue the conversation from there. But I've also got my my page, which I'm going to be telling you a whole heap more of stuff and the progress of what's been going on, and just giving you build up. I'll just be building up the story and let you know what the progress is. I've been yeah. Yes, now I'll be definitely continuing with this project tomorrow. Yeah, so here we go. And it's just if you have, I mean, the brush technique, for people that are not using it or just want to find out about it, it's about as slow, a little bit faster than colored pencil, but I'm getting a great deal of control. I'm enjoying the process. You know, it's almost yeah, I'm enjoying the process, and I can do details with these small fine brushes, and even like my other brushes. For example, I do use Eco Tools, but I use all kinds of brushes. I use brushes, anything like that's got really nice unusual shapes and stuff like that. So there are so many. Thank you, Janice. Yeah. Okay. So, if I can talk about the inspiration behind this painting, and I know there are some people that do know about it, but the ones that don't, yeah, like all of these windows represent a time in your life where something presents itself in your life, and then you go ahead and you either grab the bull by the horns and do stuff. In other words, you know, it could relate. If you wanted to play an instrument, you know, if you really wanted to do it, go ahead and do it. If the opportunity came, you know, go ahead. If the opportunity comes to, you've just discovered art, go ahead. I might even put like a little paintbrush or an easel in one of these windows, because that's what happened to me. What happened to me was the opportunity came, presented itself for me to take up art again, and I haven't looked back. So, you know, and I've also been thinking, I don't have the time, but for music, I would like to learn the keyboard if I can. But at the moment, I'm pressed for time, so I won't be able to do it. But that's something on my little wish list. There's an air balloon. Hang on, let me just show you. There's an air balloon. Here we go. There's an air balloon just there. Now, it's just been blocked in, so it needs quite a bit of detail. But that balloon, and I'll just pull this back up again. Whoa, sorry. Make it dizzy for you. Oh gosh. There we go. Yeah. Yes, the air balloon has some significance for me as well, but that window has gone because I don't think I'll get an opportunity to do that. A long time ago, I had an opportunity to do an air balloon ride, and I wanted to do it so much, and I was just about to do it, and then I was warned. My mum at the time said to me, she goes, "Oh no, don't do that. If something happens to your kids, what's going to happen to your kids?" And then she made me feel guilty. So I didn't do it. That's the truth of it, actually. That's the truth of it. Angie says, "Chrissy, do you play it?" No, I don't, Angie, but I want to. And that's, that's one of the things that I want to do. So, let me see. And of course, this section here, it's well, there's a heart tree, but it symbolizes relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like a love relationship. It more or less means people that come into your life, like a nice friend that's come into your life. A nice friend that's come into your life, and that's what this represents. Hi Heidi, this is looking great, Chrissy. Thank you so much, Heidi. It's about time I started painting it. So here we go. Yeah. So that's what the inspiration is, and of course this lady who is in the clouds represents us, and what better way to do this than in a fantasy project, hey? Yeah. I will make these lines straighter, but but I find that I'm much steadier doing it this way. Yeah. Heidi, hello. How you going? Nice to see you. Demona, hello. Chrissy, thank you for the live stream. I love your work. Oh, thank you so much for popping in. I remember you. Yes, you've made a few comments on my YouTube channel. That's right, and a few videos. Nice to see you here in the stream. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. Happy to, here we talk about everything and art, don't we? Yeah, so... Yes, so using these brushes are a really cool idea. So if you haven't been using them and you want to try the technique, go ahead, but it takes a bit of getting used to. So that's all I've got to tell you about that. All right, I need to add, this is like a door closing here, so this is almost reflecting. So I'm actually going to pull out my red here, and I haven't needed to use my paper palette to mix because I've been mixing on the surface, and which is what I do as well. Okay. Oh, another brush. I'll use another brush. Let me see. I will use this brush. And of course, there's pigment on this brush, like heaps of it. I don't know if you've been using the brushes and you try to clean your brushes. You'll clean it and you'll think it's really, really clean, and then you dry it, and then when you put the paper towel, when you brush your clean brush on your paper towel, it still takes off a bit. It's still a bit of pigment comes off. That's normal. I don't know why. Well, the powder is so fine, I suppose. But anyway, and of course I've just picked up too much and I'm dabbing on my paper towel. But look how vibrant that is already. Gosh, so many layers I can put. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. That should finish that bit off there. And I've got a question. It's a bit random, I suppose. Like, if for ones that that do pastel work, how do you store your pastels? I was just interested to see how you do it. Do you do what I do and make glassine pouches, or I've made some makeshift shelves out of foam core board, and I've made little and I just, you know, I stack them. I stack the foam core boards, like I make a little drawer almost, and I just slip things in as I finish, and then when I feel that I've run out of room, I go ahead and I matte frame them and put them in glassine pouches and then put them away. I put them away for a rainy day. No. I put them away. I put them away so I can decide whether I want to frame them behind glass. G'day Deb, hello, how you going? Nice to see you here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay, that starts to look like more sense, I think. There we go. Let's see how, and that actually should go down like that. There we go. And that way. Wow, this one's pretty good. It picked up. Oh, and mind you, this is another makeup brush. It's a liner and brow. There we go. Models. So, okay, model. Spreffer. I don't even look at brands. I mean, I just I always, when I pick up a brush, and it doesn't have to be a makeup brush. It can be a synthetic paint brush. I just want the snap, and that's when you know what's the thickness. It shouldn't be too soft or too firm. It should just have a nice snap. So you can then hunt around for all kinds of brushes, regardless of shapes and sizes. Yep. Jelena, like an envelope with a large window. Yes. Sorry. Jelena, it says, my pastel paintings are stored in half aid-free paper. What's that? Oh, acid-free paper and glassine paper. Yes, like an envelope. Yes, so what I do, exactly. I've got an acid-free paper, like a big one, and then I put the glassine on top, and then I tape it and do it. Yes, exactly like that, like an envelope, definitely. Yeah, and you know what? That is probably one of the best ways to store pastels. I have had work stored like that for years, and nothing's happened to it. So I definitely would recommend those. But I suppose you could do that with most artwork, couldn't you? I mean, if you've got a canvas and you wanted to cover it, I suppose maybe putting a nice sheet of glassine paper on top when it's dry, of course, if it's wet, you know. Kathy, I have kits consisting of clear pouch, a matte board and backing board, so they can be stored on top of each other, or a stand. Yes, yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, and of course, you know, the problem is after that is space, isn't it? Space is the problem. If you're lucky to have a lot of storage space, that's cool. Mind you, I'm running out of storage space, but well, that's because I'm sort of, you know, doing quite a few projects all the time, so, and all different shapes and sizes, so. There we go. It's nicer now. Yes. Okay. Okay, there is a new spray out. It's a free spray from the same company as Pastelmat. Yes, I did hear about that, Jelena. I'm curious, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm curious as to what to do about that. Not sure. It is a fixative, isn't it? You say a freeze spray, but it is a fixative. Okay, you all know I don't have space. My pastel drawings are stored with my clothes. I know, that's so funny. You know what? Actually, can I just tell you, I've got my little art space here, but then now I've started to use, Jelena, yes, a bedroom to put some of my stored artwork. You know, may God strike me down now if I haven't started using one of my son's in my son's bedroom for storage for paintings. Yes, so I totally get it. No space. Yes. Okay, I'm using the neutral grey at the moment, so if you're curious what colours I'm using. Okay. All right. And that's the thing with geometrical shapes. Have to be really careful. So it's, yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I usually think things through mostly, but sometimes, like with this one, I thought, oh, there's a lot of sharp edges here, so I've got to make sure that those sharp edges look nice and sharp. But at the moment, this is all quite rough and just blocking in, and I will, each window hopefully will be set very nicely as one of the ones that, as I have this one here. There's one here that's actually quite nicely done, so yes. Okay, I'm going to buy a small bottle and spray. Hey? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm going to buy a small bottle and spray the dog eye study. I did. I will post it on your Facebook. Yes, before and after for you to see. Oh, yes. Okay, I want more art supplies, says Deb. I'm not sure when I'm going to, I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. Time for a major reorganize. Yes, go ahead, Deb. Yes, Angelina. Yes. I would love for you to share what your experience is with that, because I tell you what, we can't get it here in Australia at the moment, or I haven't found it yet. But you know that I love Clairefontaine. It's one of my favorite companies. Okay. All right. So I just want to put some lovely clouds in this. I think it's all blocked in. So let's just go do that. I'll just put the pans aside. I'm going to use the, let me see, Raw Umber Tint. No, hang on a sec. Where is it? I'm not going to do that. Sorry, here we go. The neutral grey tint, and there's white, I think, in this area here. So, all right. So I'm just going to do a few clouds. I'm just getting, which brush do I want to use? It's not this one. It's this one that I want to use. It's almost like a sort of a semi-round, isn't it? Yeah. Make sure that that's clean. Make sure that that's clean. Yep, it is. So there we go. Just putting in a few clouds. Very soft clouds, and I'm going to use the white then to highlight after that. I suppose it's a bit It's a bit funny just working on the sides. Pardon me if I'm tilting my head a little bit. Okay, I think I'd like to use my angular brush here. There we go. Yep. Okay, that way you don't potentially, okay. Okay, I just have, okay, Deb says, I just have a corner in our bedroom for working computer supplies. There is no room to expand. I have to condense smartly. Well, I suppose, Deb, you can go up, couldn't you? You could go up, get a cupboard that goes up to the ceiling and, oh, I don't know. Well, you know, get creative, I suppose. That's what I would do. Okay, Jason Morgan tried out the spray. It does darken the colour a little and the whites stay put. When dry, you can touch the painting without smudging. I'm very interested. Yes, look, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I just, even by my favourite people, I'm just a bit worried. A little bit worried. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Deb, oh, you're too short to go up? Okay, what about a little step ladder? I've got one too. Like, you know, I've been told that I'm hobbit height. Okay, but then again, my husband's like 6 foot, and I'm, you know, I'm 5 foot. I'm 5'3.5". There you go. So I've been accused of being hobbit height. Okay. Kathy says, get rid of the bed. Sleeping is overrated. Oh, that's so funny. You're so funny, Kathy. Oh my gosh, that's it. That's right. Who needs the bed? Okay. All right. Okay, I need a finer brush, it seems here. Yes. This is almost like a miniature, like all of these are like little miniature paintings, aren't they? Yes. Using a bit of blue as well, phthalo. Okay, 5'2", and I use a wheelchair, or crutches. Step ladders and stools aren't happening. I'll figure it out. Okay, all right. Maybe let me see. Okay, we can improvise. We'll improvise, Deb. Oh, I don't like that cloud. Look at that. Isn't that good? Pastels are so forgiving too. Okay. Well, what about the hubby? Can the hubby do something? Okay, all good. Okay, Jelena says, still saving my money to get the garage done. Yeah, I've got to the point of not buying much art supplies at all, so I can save. Okay, is that ever possible, Jelena? I'm with you. I find it very hard. I have to stop myself. Very hard to walk into an art shop and not come out with a pencil or something. Heck, I love the smell of it. Have you noticed that when you go into an art shop that there's a really nice art smell? What's that smell? They've got to make that into a scent somehow for us artists. It maybe a cedar smell. There you go, like of coloured pencils. That's the smell, isn't it? Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Hubby has put in 3 shelves on both corner walls and helps a lot. Oh, wonderful. Gillian says, so far in month March, I've not bought any art supplies. Is that right? Oh, well, that's something, isn't it? And then Deep says, Chrissy, easier not to buy supplies if you don't walk in the store. Well, there is that. There is that. Okay. But it's exciting, isn't it, when you bring home something like you've bought and you unpack it, particularly like a set of pencils or, yes, paper, which I'm crazy about. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to be finishing the stream in a few minutes. But I'm actually going to put a notice up to stream again tomorrow. Probably at some point, I'm not quite sure what time. It'd be AM for me. Yes, just to make up for all of the trouble that I had today. Okay, don't have that problem here, says Heidi. The 2 art shops an hour drive from my house have never had such empty shelves. They never seem to have what I'm looking for. I hope they don't go out of business. Okay. Me too, says Heidi to Deb. Small town. I ordered everything online. Yeah, I do order online too. I try not to do that as well. Our shops are still closed, still in lockdown. Government hoping to open shops 12th of April. Ooh, if virus stays down. And there's that. So then what do you do then with online? Don't go onto the computer. Don't go shopping. Which is a bit hard, I know. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is finish off today. But I'm going to, after this stream, I'm going to put a post and I'm going to schedule a stream. So it'll be AM. I'm not quite sure what time, but hopefully you can join me. And thank you all for being so patient with me today. It was just a pain in the bum. That's all it was. That's all I can tell you. But until the next time, I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay. Bye for now, everyone. And thank you so much for all your patience. I do appreciate it so much.